Hey guys, Siobhan here, and we're going to continue our discussion about difficult conversations. Now let me assure you guys, this is not a difficult concept to understand. As a matter of fact, it's quite easy. But for those of you who've been on my website and are still having difficulties grasping the overall concept of a difficult conversation, don't worry. This video right here is to help you guys to learn more about difficult conversation. And I have found an object that will clearly demonstrate this concept. This object will be able to explain to you and to help you figure out why a difficult conversation arises, how it happens, and even help you come up with solutions to at least minimize the likelihood of it to ever happen again. So to start off our discussion, I'm going to show you the object that I'll be using to help you clearly understand the topic. And as you can see, it's a book. A plain old book. So now let me ask you guys a basic question. What color is the book? I'll give you a minute to look. And I'll even show it to you from different angles. Here it is. You can see it from the front, or far, far away, or this side, or that side. But assuming that you all passed grade 1, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you would have said that this book is actually red. Okay. Now, what if I told you that this book was brown? You would probably assume that I wouldn't know what I was talking about, or that I was mistaken, stupid, or even colorblind. But listen here, I am telling you with absolute certainty that this book is brown. Now, you see, this is the point in the conversation where the difficulties will arise. This is the point where a difficult conversation or an argument will arise, and that's usually because the main points or the conclusion of one person would challenge the already existed points or conclusions made by the other person. So what I'm pretty much telling you is that you and I probably would have had a lengthy conversation or a lengthy argument about something as basic as the color of this book. Now let me show you something. You see what I see? I don't know about you, but I see a brown book. Now, as I mentioned in my other videos, different people receive different information, and different people have different interpretations about the same object. So while you all saw the book as being red, that's because that was the information that was being presented to you. In the same way I saw the book as being brown, that was only because that was the information that was being presented to myself. We took the information that we got, regardless of what it was, regardless of whether it being red or it being brown, and we interpreted it in a manner that corresponded with the actual question at hand. So the reason why an argument would erupt is usually because two people would have received different information about the same topic. Which actually leads me to my second point, and that's moving from being certain to being curious. Now, moving from certitude to curiosity means allowing yourself to be more open about the possibility that what the other person says might actually be valid. And it also provides you with the opportunity to see the issue from their point of view. So if I tried to look at the book from your point of view, I would have seen that it is indeed red. The same way is said vice versa. If you saw it from my side of view, you would have seen that the book was brown. Now, the point of moving from curiosity to certitude is to allow yourself to be more curious, to see, hey, maybe what the other person said is right, but let me just get it from their point of view. And the same is said about me. Now, if you did this, we could have reached a proper understanding of each other's point. Instead of being caught up in your own certitude and assuming that what you say is like right and what you say is like law, by being more curious, it allows you to see the issue from their point of view and maybe hopefully try to come up with solutions to work together to solve the same issue. Now that leads me to my third and final point, and that's embracing the and stance. Now, embracing the and stance means incorporating both sides of the argument to reach a reasonable point to understanding the problem. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to abandon your points and, assume that what the person says is right. And embracing the and stance doesn't really focus on who's right and who's wrong, but more as to work together in a more cooperative fashion to try to get to the bottom of the 2 points. So if we instead of seeing the book from 2 sides, if we opened up the book and we saw the book as one whole unit, we can incorporate both sides of the argument and say, hey, the book is red, but it can also be brown. So by embracing the and stance, we're not focusing on who's right and who's wrong, but more as, hey, maybe both our points could actually work together. Now, just because we embrace the and stance, it doesn't mean that the issue is resolved, the argument's over, hey, we're all happy, lovey-dovey, all back to normal. No, it doesn't. All it means is that by embracing the and stance, it acknowledges that you understand what the other person has been trying to say, and that other person understands what you've been trying to say. And at least then, although it may not resolve the issue completely, it at least might give you or point you into the right direction to actually end up solving whatever the issue may be. So that concludes my little analogy about difficult conversations. Hopefully my book analogy helped you guys and opened your eyes to, oh, so that's what he's been trying to say in all those other videos. And, oh, so that's how you navigate. Oh, okay, now I understand. So if you guys have any more questions, you know my face. If you see me in class, just holler at me. Ask me questions. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck with studying for all your upcoming midterms, and I hope you guys learned something new today. Thanks.